This is the 8th annual Gandhi Salt March. Tell me a little bit about what it means to you and why we're doing this in South Africa.
Well, I think it means that more and more people are becoming aware of nonviolence and of, the need for promoting a culture of nonviolence in this country. In the 8th year, we hope we are going to get a bumper crowd this year to come and join us in this march and to dedicate themselves to the culture of nonviolence.
Starting at the settlement, tell me a little bit about how you feel, nostalgia, because you grew up here.
The settlement, it's always, nostalgia, yes, it reminds me of my early days here. And it's so inspirational to be here. The spirit still exists over here, even though we don't live here, it's not home, but it still feels like home.
Morning, Mr. Sulu. Tell me how's your stats going and everything. And ladies, stock control over here. Right, start singing again now. Carry on.
And so say all of us. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. For he is a jolly good fellow. For he is a jolly good fellow. For he is a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. Hip hip. Shutting off. Tidar, officially, you don't trouble this man today.
Yes,
Okay. Shan, tell me why you're taking part in this march and what does it mean to you?
I've always believed in the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, but today is my first march. Previously, when I wanted to do this march, always something came in between. But this year, I didn't allow anything to come in between because I'm doing it in memory of my sister-in-law who passed away 16 days ago. She died of cancer, very young. So I'm doing it in memory of her as well. So I'm doing it with my husband, who's also a cancer patient, and my husband's brother. All three of us are walking in memory of her today. Her name is Lalita.
Okay, Vicky, tell me what does this march mean to you and why you're participating today?
It means a lot. If you look at back in history, what Gandhi has done for the people, it just sort of enlightens the thing and brings it us back into the new era. And this march means a lot because I do a lot of training and more on competitions, but I believe this is a slow one, so it'll be good. I can actually have a rest here and enjoy myself.
Okay, thanks.
Good morning. My name is Raj Hari Prasad, and I'm doing this walk for all the broken families. Especially my family should go for counseling because we are broken up, and every family that's broken up should go for counseling together, not alone. Don't label anybody. Thank you.
Okay, we're from the Atman Universal Movement, and we've always been wanting to do this march for some time. And this year we eventually decided to do it, and we're quite familiar with Gandhi's teachings and his philosophies, and what better way to show your support of that in doing a march like this.
We are very excited, and thanks to Mahatma Gandhi ji, that is why today we are free without assault and things like that.
It's my first time and I'm looking forward to this march. Wish to complete it. Thanks.
My name is Junior Issa. I've been involved with the newspaper now for the last 10 to 12 years. And this is my routine every year, doing the walk, and I really look forward to it.
So, Junior, you have a history with Satyagraha, etc. But this march now in particular, what does it mean to you?
Oh, this march is part of our fitness training and, keeping fit. But more than ever is to the camaraderie between the people. And, you meet up with all your old friends and relatives, and this is what it's all about, I think.
Okay, Mr. Anirudh Hari Prasad. Sir, tell me, what does this march mean to you?
It's important that simplicity in life is the most important thing. We shouldn't act as superiors in life. Always as leaders and people, we should just adapt ourselves to the environment and live with the people, indigenous people in simplicity.
My name is Nayaga Ganesan.
Okay.
And I'm doing this race as a tribute to my sister who passed away a week ago. She died of cancer, and I'm walking this race for the healing of all other cancer patients as well, to give them hope. Also, I'm walking this race in the memory of Gandhi, because I believe that he embraced humility and humbleness. And I believe that at the end of this race, I want to embrace humility. Life on earth is not permanent. We are all human beings. We need to love one another and embrace humbleness and humility.
Okay. Well, Vernon, you have a big squad over here.
Yes.
Tell me where you're from and what does this march mean to you?
Okay, we belong to Phoenix Villagers Athletics Club. We participate in this event every year. We all, the club, as well as everybody in the club, is all about Ubuntu, and we support this walk every year.
Very good. And I think you're the youngest member of this club?
No, there's actually a girl that's smaller than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so tell me about this march now today. You're going to walk the full 19 kms. What does it mean to you?
Yes.
Are you going to walk the 19 kms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good guy. And you, young lady?
I am going to walk the whole march.
Okay. Right, give me your name.
Vish Naidu.
And tell me, what does this march mean to you?
Exercise. Support of our leader, Gandhi.
Good guy. Give me your name, sir, and tell me what does this march mean to you.
The march means a lot to us. The name is Ragbir, Anand Ragbir. I come all the way from Shawcross. I enjoy this race very much. You can see my cap 1994 at Babuji there, and we enjoy the race. And I'm sure this race too will be same. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. And you, sir?
My name is Hans. I'm from Phoenix, and this race means a lot to me. I know about the struggle that Mahatma Gandhi went through in India, and that is why I'm here today. Thank you.
Perfect.
Hello, my name is S. Reddy. I live in Newlands West.
And what does this march mean to you? Why are you taking part in this march?
Oh, I love it. Normally every year I do this. It's very interesting to see
Thank you,
all
sir.
these people united together.
Sir, your name?
My name is R. Narayansamy. I'm from Tongat. I believe in Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy.
Thank you. Problem. Okay, ma'am, what's your name?
Okay, my name is Sharon.
Okay, Sharon, what does this march, where are you from?
I'm from Merebank, and this march means a lot to me. It's my first time and I'm excited, and I like to go forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, ma'am, I see you here with your baby. Give me your name, ma'am. What's your name?
It's Kumari Pele.
And how old is this young lady?
She's 13 months.
13 months, fantastic. And are you going to take part in the march with her?
Yes, I am. It's her first walk.
And are you looking forward to it?
Very.
And what does this march mean to you? I mean, you come out here early in the morning with this little baby.
I want to be part of the heritage, part of the peace that Gandhi worked so hard for, and to make my mark in the world.
Hello.
My name's Chantal, this is Tatum, she's 9 years old and she's learning about Gandhi at school. We're from Hillcrest. She goes to Hillcrest Christian Academy and yeah.
Are you okay? Yes. You got to march 19 kms?
Yes.
Good going. And tell me what you learned about Gandhi in school.
Salt March, about the Salt March.
My name is Mac Woodley.
Tell me what this march means to you, sir.
Oh, well, look, we've been associated a long time with the history of Gandhi and so on. And we've been to India where we saw a similar setup and the history of Gandhi and so on. And we like the spirit of the march. And going back to the history, we know what all this means to the community.
This is my 5th year. It's really wonderful to be part of the celebrations, and I think it also gives us an opportunity once again to highlight, the values that Gandhiji promoted, and we are just very proud to be part of this.
I'm Councillor Solly Singh from Phoenix. This is my 6th walk, and I'm really happy to be here today, participate in the event, and I know the struggle behind the history of Mahatma Gandhi. And therefore, my personal invitation and sacrifice, and then looking at the past history, I'm always here to do the walk.
Hi, my name is Kimera. This is my 2nd walk. I'm 17, and every year I would do this walk. It's very nice and it's very enjoyable. Good exercise as well.
Ma'am, I see you smiling at her, and are you ready to do this march also?
Yes, I am.
And what does it mean to you?
It means peace. That is good. Peace and this march, and I wish many more people would do it. And it's a lovely day. Thanks.
Thank you. I see you smiling at her. So, ma'am, tell me, how do you feel on this fantastic day?
Wonderful. It's such a beautiful Sunday morning, and even though it's really early, it brings a lot of people together, so it's peace and unity. I think it's what Gandhiji would have wanted. This is what he would have wanted to see, and this is his message. So it's good to see people carrying on with it.
Lovely. The lady who's ducking next to you, is she going to say anything at all? So what does this march mean to you?
Unity, peace, and prayers.
Thank you.
My name is Mike Reddy. I'm from East Bengal.
And what makes you participate in the march today?
Well, I just want to go with the flow.
All right, lovely. Well, we hope you have a good march.
My name is Anil Gordon and I'm from Sherwood. This is my first march and I've been following it a few years in the newspapers and I just want to try it out first time.
My name is Mahipal. I am from India. I just came down before 3 years and I feel in South Africa people are very dedicated towards their values. So this is the first time I attended this march and I really looking forward to good thing. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, my name is Krishna Perumal Govender, and this march is actually for me is bringing the nation together. That is what all about. No matter which race group you belong to, and I feel that this march is for peace, harmony, and respecting the nation. In this our country, this is our beautiful country. With all the non-violence around this place, I feel that by us participating, we can bring non-violence to this country. This is my aim and love to this country. I live in Phoenix, and this is my 8th year, and I will continue. And I like to continue the work of Mahatma Gandhi in community service. And I've done a lot, which I like to, show the young children. And I wish I can get into this, involved. As I said, you like making Christmas decoration with paper. It don't cost you a cent. And I can show them how to decorate the whole home. And that's my aim. And I hope I can do this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm staying in Matmoraya. How much I remember my country that time I My name is Pele. I'm 14 years old.
I'm Siva from Y-Bank. Actually, I'm doing it on behalf of my wife who's lost 2 kidneys and she's on dialysis. And after she became a patient for 2 years, she joined a support group and she joined the KZN organization. She also feed people, raising funds for the KZN organization, and I wish the people can support her. We're also doing a fund run on the 30th of June where we try to raise money for the people who are in dialysis who cannot afford it. And it's through her that I got up and came this morning. She also does fund run as well, raising, and if she was good today, she should be a European. Thank you.
In chapter, I want to quote actually a verse, chapter 3, text 21 of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, Yad yad charti strestad, tadavathara janaha sayat pranamam kurate, lokas tatanovartate. That whatever action a great man perform, common men follow. So Mahatma Gandhi ji was a very great personality. Also, a very simple thing I want to also mention, that if the sun is shining on us now, we wouldn't say we're feeling Indian sunshine, American sunshine. So Mahatma Gandhi ji didn't fight for himself but for everybody, universally. So it's a very, very spiritual, very exalted personality. And also if you look at, one cannot buy happiness. You may see so many things advertised about happiness, the billboards, newspapers, magazines, and also over the radio we may hear it, but how many people are really happy? So this simple person, who's actually a Mahatma, fought for everybody, internationally, globally. So to me, he was actually a person that was sent by Bhagavan himself. In the Shastras also it is mentioned that Krishna Varanam Tvishya Krishna Sangha Upanga Astra Sankirtan Yagyapaya Yajantimam Sumedesha. That there are many, many agents of God, and he's definitely one of the agents of God that we should actually respect and also honor and also worship. Dhanyavad.
Thank you. Give me your name and tell me where you're from.
Okay. We follow actually Sri Vaikunta Kshetram, that's Tirupati temple, the Sri Lakshmi Sampradaya. I actually live in Kenville. We don't have a temple in South Africa, but it's our very humble beginnings. Also, we also want to support Mahatma Gandhi's Salt March. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Right, sir.
Morning. My name is Mohammed Duma. I'm from Springle Beach. This salt march is all about the abolishment of tax on salt, which took place in Dandi in India, and it's to teach us all about peace and unity amongst everybody. Thank you very much.
I got my partner. Oh, got your partner.
Morning, Uncle Paddy. How are you doing?
Fine, and you? How
Very
are you?
good. So tell me how you feel on this day of this march.
Very happy to be on the march again. Thank you.
Good going.
This one in the front.
Put some petrol there, man. Put some Kapoor nahi hai ka?
Kapoor nahi hai.
Kapoor dal de.
Paddy come. Paddy send.
Paddy.
Just a correction, the prayer will be done jointly by Mr. Paddy Kani and Mr. Linda Mbunambi.
Let us pray. God of all people and nations, God of all religions and beliefs, we give you thanks for this Salt March. In which we walk in the footsteps of Mahatma Gandhi. We show our belief in non-violence. We celebrate 100 years of the liberation struggle. We commit ourselves to continue struggling for freedom.
Just to repeat that. Futhi siyazibophezela ekutheni sizoqhubeka ukulwela ukuthula nenkululeko.
We give thanks for all who have organized this event.
Sibonga abagqugquzeli balomsebenzi.
For all our sponsors.
Bonke abaxhasi.
And for all who are participating.
Nabo bonke labo abayimbandakanya nalomsebenzi.
May your blessing be upon us as we set out.
Engathi uNkulunkulu angaba nani njengoba sisiqala ukwenza lokho esikwenzayo.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we, on behalf of the Gandhi Development Trust and the Salt March Committee, it is now my pleasure to ask Mrs. Ella Gandhi to officially welcome us.
It's a beautiful morning to start this wonderful march. I want to welcome you and thank you for coming and joining us. Your presence here indicates that there are many people in this world who want peace and non-violence. And let us join, let us increase the numbers each year and work for peace and non-violence in our country, in the world, and in the universe. This year we also, or last year rather, we had the conference on climate change, and we saw all the destruction and that is happening all over the world. because of problems that have arisen because we don't look after our environment. So as we walk, let us think about how we can establish a non-violent country, a non-violent universe, a non-violent world. I thank you again for joining us in this effort, and I hope that we will remain together in solidarity and in this work and multiply our numbers, even greater numbers next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. We are now officially ready to start. However, I just want to, at the outset, indicate to all persons participating, you have read the rules, so I'm not going to go through the rules. I'm only going to remind you that we need to please be mindful of the marshals. The marshals are here to assist to ensure that we do not violate any rules in terms of traffic regulations and the metro bylaws, etc. So we want to appeal to you. I know sometimes people get upset, they want to retaliate, but remember, at the moment you decide to retaliate, this is a march for peace and non-violence. So count to 10, listen to the marshals. They've been briefed, they've been working long hours to ensure that we get everything right. So we want to appeal to everybody, have an enjoyable walk. We will see you at the finish, and we will then have a few dignitaries address you at the finish. At this point, I want to acknowledge the Honorable Consul General of India, Mr. Anil Sharan, who's always supported us. If I haven't acknowledged any other dignitaries, it's because I haven't seen you. The omission is not intentional, but we want to acknowledge all dignitaries and all persons that are here. We also want to acknowledge all our well-wishers from far and wide. Enjoy your walk. The military band will start off, and we will start moving in an orderly fashion. Let's not rush. We've got 16.8 kilometers to go. Let's take it easy.
Yeah, whereabouts? Okay. When the last marcher, well, I'm shooting the marchers on the road at the moment. I need you to come and pick me up because I'm going to be right at the end of it. Yeah, you come right behind all the cars over there. Gotcha. Are you? Hi, how are you? Hey, good to see you. Good man. Hey? Good. Hey, how are you? You know Vinny is over here, eh? Yeah. Contact? Okay, definitely. Yes, a smile.
Bianca?
Go Sharks!
Well done, well done. wave like that. You can hear.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Guys, walk this way now.
Litter is actually a bad thing. That's why I'm videoing it. How's it going, Agrawala?
Meeting you.
I hope we can go to the next question. Take it, stop. Guys, use the bins, please. Use the bins, please. Guys, please use the bins. Please use the bins provided. Guys, use the bins provided, please, also.
Use the bins.
Please use the bins. Please use the bins, guys. Hey, Mikhail.
Hey, Satish, how's it, man?
Tell me, how's the march going so far?
This is Satish. Hola. This is a friend here. This is Chelsea. We call it Chelsea.
Hello, Chelsea. How are you
Chelsea
doing?
from Canada. The first walk's only been
You're
here
from Canada.
a couple of weeks.
Welcome to our country. I hope you're going to have a ball of a time over
I
here.
am already.
And how's the march going?
It's lovely. I'm having a great time. I'm not sore yet.
Good, great.
Yeah.
Look at these cheap shoes he's wearing. The toes are coming through red. Look at this.
So, Miguel, how's the march going? What's your verdict?
You'll know it's number 8. The weather's as crisp as it's ever been. Last year it was freezing and a pouring rain when you were talking to us over here. This year it's just great and move on and let's sort of keep the peace.
Cool. Take care. Yeah. Tell me, how's the march going with you guys?
Yeah, really enjoying it. It's good.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Hey, how's the march going?
Really well.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm really enjoying it, especially the combination around walking together. Excellent. Beautiful. Good as well.
How's the march going?
Good, very well, thank you.
Very good. Hi, ma'am. How's the march going with you?
Excellent. It's lovely to see so many people too.
How's the march going, sir?
Oh, perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. You need to join us.
Our resident journalist.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How's the march going with you?
Very, very good.
Lovely.
I'm good.
Cheers.
How's the march going, sir?
Very well.
Good going. So how's it going so far? Gabriella, what can you tell me? How's the march going?
I'm loving it as usual. It's always wonderful.
Great going. Young man, how's the march going for you?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the march thus far?
Absolutely awesome.
Right, Mr. Mehta. Mr. Mehta, here we go. We want to see Mr. Mehta dancing. Alright, give me your verdict on the march. How's it going?
It's going very well. It's the biggest we've had. Fantastic numbers. It'll grow. It'll grow at a very nice pace from now.
How's the march going, ladies?
It's
What can you say?
It's great.
How's the march? Tell me about the march. Are you enjoying it?
I'm feeling great. It's my first time.
Lovely. Tell me about the march. Are you enjoying it?
Yes, it was excellent, thanks.
And what you think about the spirit?
The spirit is definitely here, and I trust that everyone will keep it going.
Good guy.
Okay.
Thanks. Enjoy. Tell me how are you enjoying the march?
Wonderful. Too good.
What's your verdict on the march?
Fantastic.
Alright, tell me how you like the march.
It's okay. Struggling.
Right, Mr. Marshall, Devon, tell me how's the march going so far with you?
Very good, very good. Crowd has been very cooperative. Absolutely cooperative.
No incidents?
None thus far.
What can you say about the spirit of the marches?
Very high spirit. Though they're battling a bit through the heat, but they seem to be in very high spirit.
Good guy.
Thank you.
Thanks for you and all your marshals also. And young man, how's the march going?
Good.
Cyril, what's the numbers we got?
Yeah, but for Muni and Trusha, they counted already.
Hey, they counted already?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your verdict so far?
Doing well, doing very well.
You're looking very concerned. What's wrong?
I expected things to be a little bit busier, but went well.
Good guy. Alright, so tell me how's the march going with you?
Absolutely beautiful. Following the principles of Mahatma Gandhi. Which we totally proud of.
Good going. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, thank you.
And young man, what can you tell me?
It's fun. Really
Fun.
fun.
Good guy. It's your first appearance on my video, Uncle Ronnie. So tell me now, how's the march going so far? What's your verdict? I have to interview you. How's it going?
It's been very well attended.
I hate all this. You putting that in your car, Kiran? Huh?
Okay, the people must start moving now. They must start moving now.
Say that again.
Don't want to get going about Kedar, but then I'll be in trouble.
Hey, the man here. I'm here.
Now, let me
Okay,
tell you
there's
what
a defense
happened
mechanism.
Yes.
Let me tell you what happened
I'm
yesterday.
backup. Backstop.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday.
How are you? Okay. How's it going?
Lovely, lovely. Well organized. Well organized.
I got a whole pile on me, eh? Wow. You can feel them, yeah. Good, Anil. How are you doing? Hey, old coach. Hey! How's it, brother? How are you doing? So good to see you, man. How's it going? I'm working on this, sorry. All right. Very good. You still out in there? Yeah. Smile. Thanks, sir. Hi, hi.
Martial participants are strictly in one lane. You are coming to a very dangerous spot. Please ensure that they're all on one lane. Thank you. Leon, please come to the front, Bucky. Leon.
Yeah, tell them to move. Who's in the front?
Participants, please keep to the left lane. Participants, marshals, please ensure the back. Marshals, please ensure they're on the left lane, please.
Take more than one. Press, yeah? Yeah, just press. Don't let it go. Take more than one. Take it to the back.
The fireman of what to be inside?
No idea. Speak to Lion. He'll tell you.
He'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's gonna tell you.
The guy was yellow. Quite a project for this year. It gets bigger and bigger. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence with the lighting of the torch, and we have Mrs. Gandhi, our Honorable Premier, Dr. Mkhize, we have the Honorable Vice Consul General of India, and we have our Speaker, Mr. Logi Naidu, who will assist in this process. Thank you. I think we deserve a nice big round of applause. Thank you very much for that. We have a slight adjustment to the program. Please bear with us. The Premier is a busy man. He has lots of commitments, and that he has made the time to be here with us, we appreciate. And therefore, we will allow him to address us before he leaves, as he has another engagement. It is now my pleasure to hand you over to our Premier, Dr. Zweli Mkhize.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ella Gandhi, who is the main organizer of the march, together with the whole Satyagraha team, the Consul General of India and his dear lady, and all fellow marchers. Good morning. Morning, Sankonani, Walaikum, Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Dumelang, Molweni. It is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to be part of this march. I always try to join it every now and again when I've got time and I'm around. It's a very uplifting march. And I want to say thank you and congratulations to all of you. I think it deserves a loud round of applause. You have been marching for the preservation of our heritage. Satyagraha is our heritage. Peace is our heritage. We have marched for the spirit of non-racialism, the spirit which says we are one nation, even if we have different cultures, different religions, different languages. That is the strength of our country, of our nation in South Africa, and therefore we want you to always honor those principles. These 100 years of liberation struggle is a reflection of the path that many of our forebears had to walk over the years. It was not fun at the time. It was all about bringing us the democracy. It was about bringing up a human rights culture. And this march continues in that kind of tradition. And we must keep it up. And I want to also say it is a march that you must always have every year. And I spoke about this in the past. I think we must build it to a point where we even are able to get people who would have come from India to join us on this salt march. Because the struggle for human rights is the one thing that brought us together with the people of India. Mahatma Gandhi belonged to both of us. He was here for many years, he was in India, and he did the same thing, and it made us realize that we all belong to one nation, and therefore we've always been linked that way. You have in the march banner the picture of President of the African National Congress, President Albert Luthuli, one of our best fighters for democracy and for peace. And I want you to know that our leaders were together when we fought on this struggle, and we must also keep together because the future of our country belongs to all the people in this country working together, building together, respecting one another, accepting one another, and also saying that we've got a very rich heritage, that we are here because there are those whose sweat brought us here. We are here because there are those who sacrificed their lives to bring us here. So the centenary celebrations is about the contribution of all communities and ordinary people of South Africa. And therefore I want to congratulate you on this beautiful march, and I want to say to you, as you go into the future, I would like to see more and more and more people coming from the whole spectrum of South Africa coming to join this march. Siyabonga kakhulu, everything of the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for those encouraging words and for the advice and the support. We know that the Premier's office is part of this function every year, and we know that we can continue to count on the Premier's office for assistance and support at all times. Despite his busy schedule, he makes the time to be with us, and I think we need to give him a huge round of applause. We'll allow the people from the front
Johnny.
to collect.
Oh, when the sun beats down, melts the cloud from the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were flying under the boardwalk, down by the sea. On a blanket with my baby, stay around under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. In the park, you hear the happy sound of the carousel. You could almost taste the hot dog, free fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Thank you. Hello, Farida. For those of you who were here last year, you would remember that we had the most heaviest of rains. So the next song is dedicated to that. We had such a ball of a time, and today we're battling with the heat. So this is just to take you back. 1, 2, 3. Someone told me long ago, days will come before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say it'll rain on some day. And I know shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. It's the days before sun is cold, wind is high. I know it's been that way for all my time. So forever on it goes, through the sun, fast and slow. And I know it can't stop, I wonder. I wanna know, have you ever seen Have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know. Have you ever seen the rain coming down on sunny day? Again.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall from the chair, and I'm wondering how I get down the stairs. Now to the left of me, to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep a smile from my face. So yeah, I'm all over the place. Now to the left of me, Joe, to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing, and you're proud that you're a self-made man. Yeah. And your friends, they all come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please. Trying to make some sense of it all, but I can see that it makes no sense at all. Is it cool to go to sleep on the floor? I don't think that I can take anymore. Now to the left, Joe, to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
This is my solo.
Well, you started out with nothing, and you're proud that you're a self-made man. Yeah. And your friends, they all come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please. Well, I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, children, before we end this afternoon's program, we have some important formalities to dispense with. And on behalf of the Gandhi Development Trust, I have Mr. Paddy Carney, who will address us.
Hello? Hello? Can we have your attention? Hello? Thank you. Thank you very much. This will be a very brief speech on behalf of the Gandhi Development Trust. What we are trying to do in the Gandhi Development Trust is to keep alive the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, to bring him out of the history books into the real life situation of South Africa in 2012. And we want to particularly promote his legacy of non-violence, because that is so important for our country. And there are many other values that he represents that we want to promote. Now, we do that promotion especially through this march, where 3,000 people have taken part to show that they support non-violence. And we do it also through a speech and essay competition for schools every year. And then we do it through the Peace Awards, the International Peace Award and the Satyagraha Awards that are given to people who have played a really important role in promoting peace. We thank you for joining us today in this wonderful march. We thank you for the wonderful, warm, friendly spirit that has prevailed throughout this day. And we want to say a word of thanks to the people who planned this event. Do you know that there is a very big team of volunteers chaired by Kedar Ramgobin, and that group of volunteers works throughout the year. So after this event today, they will be evaluating what happened, and they will be starting to plan for next April to make sure that next year's event is even bigger and better. But thank you to Kedar and his team. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Thank you. And if any of you would like to join them, Kedar, please come forward so that they can see you. If any of you would like to be part of that team, where are you, Kedar? I can't see you. He's somewhere. You're waving. Okay. So see, Kedar, if you would like to be part of the team that plans the event for next April. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Paddy Kearney, for those informative words. I think, ladies and gentlemen, you are aware of what has happened. Over the years, we've been fortunate to have persons supporting this march, and one of the persons that has supported this march over the years was the Honorable Consul General of India, Mr. Anil Sharan, who's supported this. The Consul General's office has always been supportive of the functions held by the GDT, and we appreciate very much their support and assistance. And I'm going to ask our Consul General to address you for a few minutes.
Thank you, Program Director. First of all, I would like to thank all those participants who walked this 20k journey from Phoenix Settlement to Durban, and committing yourself to the theory of non-violence and Ubuntu. The people who are not aware about the SALT March, this is the 8th SALT March in Durban, and in 1930 this happened in India. Mahatma Gandhi took the SALT March, and that shook the British Empire. And that was the year also America realized the importance of Gandhi and declared him the Man of the Year in Time magazine. So I just want to conclude here by saying that this march has been very inspiring, and we have committed ourselves to the principle of Satyagraha, non-violence and Ubuntu. Let's follow these ideas, practice it. Of course, in 1930 there was no email, no Facebook, no Twitter, but today you have Twitter, you have the Facebook, but keep in mind that don't try to be non-violent, try to be violent. Not try to be violent in Twitter also, because it's not only the physical violence, but verbal violence is also not good for the society. So please keep in this mind and try to follow the Satyagraha, non-violence and Ubuntu for your life, for the community sake, for the sake of the survival of the community here in Durban and elsewhere in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those kind words. I think Consul General of India deserves a nice round of applause for his continued support and assistance. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say a big thank you to, first of all of you for having been part of this process. There are many organizations, too many to mention, and there is a problem that we may forget somebody. So we want to say to all organizations that joined us, thank you for your support. To all persons, thank you for your support. To all members of the committee and the various subcommittees and the various volunteer groups, every single one of you has made your contribution to make this a successful event. We look forward to your support, and if each one of you can reach out to just another person, this march can be 6,000 strong next year. So we're looking forward to seeing you, hearing from you. Remember, your criticism is welcome. Send it to us. We will consider it to make this a better event. Ladies and gentlemen, it has just been brought to my attention, and I'm going to call the Consul General to the front here. The Consul General of India is actually departing Durban for a more senior position in Africa, which means he is going to extend or leave this place for this week. However, we note that this has already happened. He has extended his stay especially to be with us. He has extended his stay to make sure that he continues and finishes his work. And I think that's a tremendous sacrifice. So we want to say thank you to the Consul General, and I think we need to give him a nice big round of applause and a good Durban send-off. I think he has been really a great support and inspiration to the Gandhi Development Trust. Thank you.
Seems to fade. Lingers on. The night seems to fade, but the moonlight lingers on. There are wonders for everyone. The star shines so bright, it's fading out. There is magic in town. Oh, Kingston Town is a place I long to be. If I had you one, I would give it away just to see the colors that make me. I surely I will be the queen and the pilot and everything. Whoa. And now I and my queen come with dawn. She will